Hello, Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, we're going to talk about getting $25,000 worth of final expense burial, cremation, or funeral funds insurance for a 50-year-old female. So keep in mind right off the bat, you can go to our website, and almost every page on our website, we've got this quoter where you can fill out and you can check out just about any coverage amount that you want. Also, in the comment section of this YouTube video, we are going to have a link there. It's going to be funeralfunds.com/YouTube, where you can access a quoter where we get you special discounts and stuff as well too. So you can get the best pricing there. And then, so let's get right into talking about this $25,000. First thing you want to know about $25,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, funeral fund, life insurance is $25,000 appropriate, or is it even necessary? And in many cases, it may not be. So, if you were looking at getting cremated, $25,000 is a lot of insurance, considering the average cost of cremation is between $1,000 to $2,000. Now, that's if you just come home in a cardboard box or an urn. If you were to have like a celebration of life or some sort of remembrance ceremony, that can get up $4,500 or something like that. But as a rule, we would typically recommend somewhere between, $3,000 to $7,000 for a cremation, with the average being $5,000. And that's going to inflation-proof you for many years, in most cases, decades. And you can just kind of save that extra money that you would have paid the insurance company for $25,000 and spend it on yourself and your family and enjoy that money rather than give it to some insurance company executive. So keep in mind, we don't recommend you overinsure at all. But let's talk about like a burial. The average cost of a burial right now is between maybe around $10,000 throughout the U.S. Someplace higher, someplace lower. But, $10,000 would take care of your most immediate needs. So maybe if your budget was an issue and things were tight, you just get $10,000 right now, and we can always look at adding more coverage later. But with first day coverage, that takes care of your most immediate need. You also maybe look at $12,500 or $15,000. But by the same token, if your financial means support it and you get a $25,000 policy, it's pretty much going to inflation-proof you till the very last day. So just keep in mind, if it fits your budget, it's a wise move to do. But also, don't feel bad if it doesn't fit your budget, because you can always just add more coverage later if you want to get a smaller amount right now. The important thing that we really recommend, though, is that you get first day coverage insurance. Don't get a plan with a 2-year waiting period. Pretty much 95% of the people we help qualify for first day coverage. So what that means is if your policy were to start today and you died tomorrow, it would pay out to your family from the very first day. Now, the reason that's important is you don't want a 2-year waiting period. Now, to get that first day coverage, there are some health questions, but it's very straightforward. It's very easy. The only things that, really wouldn't allow you to qualify for is if you had like a terminal illness or dementia, or, you were in a hospital or assisted living or something like that. And then, of course, we do get people calling once in a while and say, hey, I had a family member die a couple of days ago. They didn't have insurance. We need to get this insurance on them right away because we don't have any money to pay for the funeral. And we have the unfortunate responsibility of telling them that, hey, we can't get insurance on people who are already dead. And it's a really sad situation, but it really highlights why you should plan this in advance, because when people wait too long on this, it puts their family in just such a difficult economic situation, and emotional too. It's just devastating to see that happen. So getting that insurance is really important. And then the same thing is getting first day coverage, because there's nothing worse than, being 23 months out from getting a policy and somebody passes away and the insurance company is not going to pay it with a 24-month waiting period. Now, one of the companies out there that, offers 2-year waiting periods is Colonial Penn. There's other companies out there too, like AIG or Gerber, Mutual of Omaha, their United of Omaha division, 2-year waiting periods. And again, we just don't recommend them. They're more expensive. And if you can get first day coverage, why would you wait 2 years? I mean, you wouldn't You wouldn't buy a car that you couldn't drive for 2 years. You wouldn't buy a house that you couldn't live in for 2 years. Why would you buy an insurance policy that's not going to pay out for 2 years for any health or medical cause of death? Silliness. Don't do that. So let's talk about Colonial Penn. They've got great marketing, $9.95. And a lot of people see that and they go, the way their TV commercials are, it sounds like $9.95. It's going to solve every problem in the world. Well, what will $9.95 get for a 50-year-old female? Right there. One unit of $9.95 would get $2,000 worth of insurance. That is barely enough for a cremation today. And remember, it's not going to pay out for 2 years. So that $2,000 isn't going to be even worth $2,000 in 2 years. Why would you do such nonsense? So just keep that in mind, and you're going to overpay. Let's go back to our $25,000 here. And that was, I think, 12 units. Was that right? There we go. So $25,000 worth of insurance. They go by units. So let's round this up. This says 119. Let's round it to 120. And let's get 13 units. That's 26. That's 130. So we know that somewhere in between those, between 24 and 26 is 25. So halfway between these two, it's 130. It's going to be about $125 if they offered it. If they don't, it's per unit. But that's the equivalent. 25,000. If you did the math, is around $125. So is that a good price? For a 50-year-old female, we think that's really high. It's chimama. It's really high. But let's take a look at some of the other insurance companies out there. Let's look specifically at the company that we could help you with, or companies where you could save some money. So instead of 125, 20,000, 25, let's change that. And female, age 50. And let's see what that pricing would be. Remember, Colonial Penn's 125 for 25. Oh my gosh. So for a female, 25,000 would be $50. $50.51 for first day coverage. That's what this level means. First day coverage starts from the very first day. Why would you pay $125 for 25,000 when you could get the same 25,000 for $50? I'm not sure about the math, but I think that's about 250% more. That's $75 more a month. So 75. Oh, my math's going to fail me. That's how you got $8,000. Oh boy. That's a lot of money. Say it's $800 more a year. After 10 years, that's $8,000. That's $8,000 more after 10 years. Not mentioned in 20 years, it'd be 16. Why would you overpay something $8,000 to $16,000 when you don't have to? You could actually get more insurance. You could actually probably get double the insurance for the same amount that you're going to pay through Colonial Penn. Now, I'm not saying they're a bad company, but their pricing shows that they are an expensive company, and they've got a 2-year waiting period. Well, why would you do that? Let's look at a couple other companies that advertise quite a bit. We kind of run into them a fair amount. Let's go down here and look a little bit. Oh yeah, Lumico, Lincoln Heritage. Lumico's $85. $85. You're overpaying to go with Lumico. And then Lincoln Heritage, $82. Lincoln Heritage has got a plan out there where they will, when you pass away, they say they will kind of work for your family and make 2 or 3 calls to kind of shop around and get the lowest pricing, so your family doesn't have to do that. But keep in mind, they're a great company. They've got really expensive pricing though. So $82, and remember we're at 50, so basically $30 more. So you're paying $360 extra a year. If you live 10 years, which at age 50 you should live another 10 years, you're paying an extra $3,600. $3,600 you're paying for them to make like 3 phone calls. Boy, that's awfully expensive phone calls, especially when you can do this stuff online anymore. And AI, artificial intelligence, is going to make this easier and easier in the future. So why overpay? I mean, $3,600, you could take your family on a nice trip or do something special with them, and they would have memories to show for that money versus you paying an insurance company executive and creating memories for them. keep your money. We'd rather see you keep your own money and be smart with it. So what we will do is in the comment section here, we'll actually include our videos for $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, and $25,000, just so you can see the amounts, and we'll give you some background on that. Also, we'll have a link in the comments, funeralfunds.com/YouTube. You can access our YouTube quoter for discounts. You can also go straight to our website, funeralfunds.com, and just fill it out right here for any amount you want. And then also, if you just want to talk to us directly, call our toll-free number, 888-862-9456. We look forward to helping you out with this. I hope you kind of find how we do this very refreshing and honest and straightforward. So if you need some help, just let us know. If it's not the right time, just keep this in mind later. We'll be here to help you. And when the time is right, we will be here for you, and we will welcome you with open arms. So until that day comes, you take care. Bye-bye.